Welcome to another learning session. Today we are going to do a three-strand twist leveled bob. You can choose to share the video to the world, like my work, comment, and stay locked to the end. It's another interactive styling session. Today we are going to do a three-strand twist bob. Our bob is gonna be in level while knotted. So let's go ahead and kick off by aligning the lock strands at the center so that we can get a clear view as we kick off at the back. Just to give my style a starting kick, I've just begun by doing some lock knots at the back. Unlike what we were doing on previous tutorial where we did two-strand twist angled bob, we did some lock knots which comprised of single strands at the back, at the nape area that is. Unlike that, today we will be doing lock knots at the nape area, which will be comprising of two strands. Why? We usually do so in order to manage the length of the strands. Since now we are dealing with three strands, we also need to do some lock knots at the nape area comprising of two strands in order to absorb the volume of the strands. I've just left out these two strands so that I can show you how I arrived at this look. So let's go ahead and do it all together. So at the nape area, we've decided to do lock knots. So you just twist them together a little bit. I'm gonna twist it twice. Then I'm gonna fold the lock strand against my fingers, creating certain loop at this level. Then I will levelize my lock knot, my loop that is, with the size of the lock knot. That way now I'll just go ahead and wrap the strand around in a clockwise manner. That way, in a clockwise manner, backwards. Upon reaching this part, you just pick the remaining tip and fold it inside the loop. Understand now, you correctly know how to do this. So I'm gonna be quick on this. Just don't let it come out, leave it at a certain level. Now these are just basic techniques on how to manage the lock strands without using rubber bands. So let's go ahead and wrap the remaining lock strand in and clockwise. Remember, we were doing the strand in clockwise manner as we worked backwards. Right now we are going to do it in anti-clockwise, working towards the roots. Just do it anti-clockwise, that way, just to manage the length of the remaining section. Then insert your crochet inside the lock strands. The crochet will find its way through without interfering with the lock strands. Pick at the tip, pick the remaining tip and disguise it inside the lock knot as usual. Take out your crochet, and now this becomes our lock knot at the back, trying to levelize our look as we begin at the nape area. Now from this level onwards, we are going to incorporate additional lock strand and do a three-strand twist. Let's go ahead and start at this level. How do we come up with a three-strand twist braid? This is the way to go. I'm gonna be slow just for the sake of our beginners. Now, what are the basics that govern the end results? These are the basics. You need to maintain a consistent tension as you work through your braid. You need to maintain that consistent, tension as you twist the lock strands together, as well as avoiding too much tension, since too much tension might distort the lock strands. So let's go ahead and start. You begin by twisting out the first two strands together, that way, like on my case. Whenever you pick any lock strand, make sure you twist it in clockwise manner, backwards. Up to this level, now we are going to incorporate additional lock strand as we work backwards. So this is how you do the 3-strand twist. You pick the section which is far right, interlace it, twist it a little bit and interlace it. Make such section to be the first one at the left. So you always pick the section which is far right, that way. Pick the section which is far right, twist it a little bit in a clockwise manner and interlace it to make the section to be the first at the left side, that way. Just pick it, twist it a little bit in order to give that textured look and interlace it to far left, that way. Now we shall be doing our lock knot at this level, so just go ahead and fold the lock strand. Make sure you ascertain the length, then fold the lock strand, pick another lock strand, secure, wrap it around backwards, that way. Just wrap it around backwards at that level. Pick additional lock strand with color, black colored parts, that way. That's how you do the lock knots. Now up to this level, you find that we have 3 tips which are remaining. I'm going to show you on how to manage these 3 tips. First and foremost, pick the tip that you are wrapping around backwards and let it come through the loop to create that stopper. Now our lock knot is already in place. What's remaining is how to manage the remaining tips. So to begin with, I'm gonna pick the lengthy tip and wrap it around in and clockwise manner. Just wrap it around in and clockwise manner, backwards, that way, out to that level. Wrap it backwards, then disguise the tip inside the lock knot, that way. Very simple. Then pick additional tip of your choice and wrap it around in and clockwise as well. Wrap it around in and clockwise. Then disguise the tip inside the lock knot section. Pull it that way. Pick the remaining section as well. Wrap it around in and clockwise and clockwise. Wrap it around in and clockwise manner. Then disguise the section inside the lock knot. Now remember that these are just basic techniques to adopt. If you don't want to use the rubber bands, you need to do this. Now this becomes our first 3-strand twist lock knot, and we are trying to levelize the lock knots at certain level because we want to come up with 3-strand braid which is in level. Now I shall do the lower part, and thereafter I shall show you on how to manage the upper part. So let's kick off at the lower part. This is the way to go. Twist the lock strands in clockwise manner, both the left strand and the right strand. Then interlace them that way. Twist out together once more, interlace them, working backwards towards the level of the third lock strand. Upon reaching at the position where the third strand is placed, just pick it and twist it over the rest 2 strands. Now this is where the 3-strand twist begins. You pick the far right lock strand. On this case, This is our third strand. Pick it, interlace it, let it come over these two strands to the far left. Then you will always be picking the section which is far right and interlacing such section to far left. That way, as you work backwards, make sure you twist the lock strand, that is the section, or else the lock strand a little bit. Twist it that way, in a clockwise manner, twist it, then interlace it. Why are we twisting the lock strand? We are twisting the lock strand to make sure that we hand, texture. We hand texture and maintain that consistent tension in order to come up with a well textured and neat look. So let's go ahead and do the knot at this level. Fold the lock strand, levelize with the rest, that way. Then kick off by twisting, folding the lock strand, then pick additional lock strands and wrap around. That way. Understand, on our previous tutorial, I well elaborated many factors when it comes to doing the lock knots. So all factors to consider are well stipulated on our previous tutorial. Up to a certain level, where now you'll pick your crochet latch. This is my crochet latch. Pick it and pull through the tip. Remember, this is just the lock strand which you are wrapping around in a clockwise manner backwards. So it ends at that point. Now at this point, just pick the lengthy lock strand and wrap it around in anti-clockwise manner. Remember, we were wrapping the braid in clockwise manner. So now just pick the lengthy lock strand, wrap it around in anti-clockwise backwards, that way. Wrap it in anti-clockwise. Up to this level, now just disguise the tip. Push your crochet inside the lock knot. Your crochet will find its way through without interfering with the lock strands. Then pull it out that way. Very simple. Let's pick additional strand, a lengthy lock strand, wrap it around as well in anti-clockwise, backwards, anti-clockwise, backwards. Certain level, you also need to disguise the section from this part inside the lock knot, that way. Then pull out your crochet latch. Pick the remaining section, wrap it around as well, disguise it inside the lock knot, pick it through, disguise it, then take out your crochet. Now this becomes our 3-strand twist knotted braid. That's how our 3-strand twist knotted braid has come out. Our sections shall come to this level. We want to come up with a leveled 3-strand twist bow. Now we are at the finishing part, whereby I've just left out 3 strands so that we can work together. But before then, let's talk about the styling a little bit. In order to come up with this well executed style, which is appealing to the eye, you need to consider many factors. One being the number of lock strands, as well as the sectioning at the scalp, how now you are creating that pattern whenever you are picking the lock strands. You are as well expected to consider the volume of the lock strands. If the hair is more voluminous, then you will end up getting a well executed appealing look. So let's go ahead and do the remaining section all together, twist the lock strands as usual, pick the third section, twist together that way. So you do the 3-strand braid while working backwards. But to apply consistent tension in order to maintain a well textured braid. Up to that level, now you can ascertain where you want your lock knot to be. Then upon reaching that part, you can just fold one of the strands, pick additional strand to wrap around part while working backwards. Be considerate of the amount of tension that you're applying. Make sure that the tension is consistent in order to come up with a seamless, appealing look, which is well textured. Up to this level now, let's just pick the tip inside. Let's pick the tip, the remaining tip. So we have been learning this. I don't have to elaborate. So let's go ahead and wrap around the remaining section. Then as well, disguise the section inside the lock knot. Okay. Then mold your section to your desired look. This is our finished outcome. You can have a look. It's truly amazing. And it's certain that the 3-strand twist leveled bob on dreadlocks has resulted in a stunning and dynamic hairstyle. So guys, you will note that the intricate twists had a unique texture and depth, creating a captivating visual appeal. I want you guys to try out this. It's truly amazing hairstyle that can suit all errands. The leveled bob structure provides a modern and a hinged touch, showcasing a perfect blend of creativity and precision. Now the overall look is truly amazing, offering a fresh and stylish take on dreadlocks. You need to perfect the style before you start practicing such style on your client. So it's a nice look. I think the style was well executed. It's all about perfection and giving your style amazing, intricate touch, which balances. I hope the tutorial was informative. Consider sharing to your friends. Like, comment, and stay locked for more tutorials to come.